Saludos de nuevo, estamos en el Pride y pues vamos a hablar con el mayor Markson y ver de qué trata su llamada.
Is there anything? Come back here. Been even giving you the full details of your assignment.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Am I being accused of something?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL, disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
Isn't there some other way?
Maybe a sucker punch and a well-aimed bullet.
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Vale, pues eso sí se vuelve todavía más, pues no sé cómo decirlo, prácticamente el paladín. ¿Quién diría si él es muy leal a la hermandad? Todo el tiempo que he estado con él, pues siempre menciona la hermandad y la lealtad de sus hermanos y etcétera. No sé, esto no tiene precedentes.
Attention! Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Dance under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
want to talk about it.
I understand. On to your orders, then. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Change of heart, Halen?
Just following orders, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the man who revived Prime, the Brotherhood is in your debt. Now.
Gracias. Bueno, pues realmente no quiero matar a Dance. Vamos a ver si le podemos ayudar. La verdad es que los caballeros sí quieren matar a todo el mundo. No lo sé, puede que esté bien, puede que esté mal. Es algo que sinceramente no he reflexionado a fondo. Solamente por el momento podemos decir que, no sé, Paladin Dance llamó prácticamente a la hermandad. No sé, es que es muy confuso todo esto.
Halen?
This way. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me for a minute. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you.
Yo también
Not
coincido
just
en
as a
ello.
member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
You'd have me disobey orders?
Can't you put the Brotherhood aside, even for a moment? Am I really asking that much? Just talk to him. Find out what's going on inside his head. Then weigh your options. If you still think he intends to bring harm to the Brotherhood of Steel, you do what you have to do. But if you see a glimmer of mercy or humanity behind his eyes, I beg you, let him run. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Scribe Halen.
I know you'll do the right thing.
Still can't believe Dance was really a synth. Goddamn traitor.
Pues Dance pudo haber ido a nuestro vault y de hecho se supone que está en el Vault 88, o sea, en nuestro hogar. No sé cómo ha pasado todo esto, estoy doblemente confundido.
Wipe the blood off anything you find there.
Going down.
Great. Tell your friends, you dead bastard. We'll be here all week.
Pues creo que sí, es un poco raro encontrarlo desnudo, ¿eh? Vamos a ver qué pasa.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Dance?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
How could you not know that you're a synth?
It doesn't make sense to me either. It just feels like a cruel joke. I remember being a child. I remember growing up in the ruins, everything. I suppose they programmed that all into my head. I mean, I feel like I've been in control of my entire life, making my own decisions and determining my own fate. Even though the proof states I'm a synth, I don't feel any different than I did before. I still feel like a human. Why does any of this even matter to you? You're obviously here to carry out Maxon's orders. Does he even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
I can't tell if that's the human or the machine talking.
The fact that you're confused only strengthens my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
You're the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Yeah, there is that little problem to deal with.
Actually, I might have a solution. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's Let's get the hell out of here.
Bueno, pues prácticamente acaba de decir que se va de la Commonwealth. Eso quiere decir que ya no lo vamos a ver. Pues debo decir que el Paladin pues realmente
Hey there.
ha sido uno de los mejores personajes, entonces perderlo, no sé, esto pues sí, definitivamente no lo tenía planeado.
Going up.
We've been traveling for a spell. I was hoping to have some words with you.
Ahora no, hermano.
Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his
Oh,
fault.
joder, eso no me lo esperaba. ¿Quién diría que vendría,
You've made your decision, Knight. How very disappointing.
Just make it quick.
Disgusting machine. Let this serve as an example to the Institute.
¿Y si nos morimos todos? No. Pues quieren matar a este tío. Oh, esto complica un poco la situación.
How very disappointing.
Just make it quick.
Disgusting machine. Let this serve as an example to the Institute.
Victorian, brother.
Ey, ven acá. ¿Qué demonios? Oh, diablos, yo no quiero perder el paladín, pensé que se iba a alargar. Diablos. Eso sí se pone muy extenuante. Y pues claro, si matamos a Markson, pues se nos acaba el final. Lo cual pues podría hacerlo, pero pues necesito el trofeo con ellos. Entonces yo lo haré. Ah, joder, pinche paladín.
Ad Victorium, brother.
You can't keep helping these guys.
I'm disappointed you weren't able to carry out Dance's execution on your own, Knight.
I still think this was wrong.
Then consider this a lesson to reflect upon as your service to the Brotherhood continues. I'm returning to the Pridwin, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Vale, pues al parecer todavía podemos salvar al paladín. Obviamente en esta realidad, dimensión, como quieran llamarle, pues ha muerto el cabronazo. Pero vivirás. Hay que regresar al Brightwell.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Welcome back, Knight. I'm pleased to see that the incident at Listening Post Bravo hasn't shaken your spirit. We're poised on the brink of war with the Institute. And I can't afford to have anyone on my staff distracted by their personal feelings. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Dance keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Wear it with pride. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Adjusting thrust recommended.
Engine turbines at 87%
Paladin.
efficiency.
Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
Do you think Dance's execution was justified?
It's quite obvious Dance was a traitor, or at the very least, a turncoat in the making. That machine's presence was endangering this ship and its crew, so it needed to be dealt with, swiftly and without mercy. Your actions in this matter were not only justified, they were vital to our mission. With all of that behind us, we can shift our focus back to our wartime preparations.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat, the Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Hit them before they hit us? I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
I should have... Try and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Bueno, pues ahora somos Paladin.
Got trouble. Taking fire! They got him! Oh, no, you don't. it's over.
I don't see anything. I think we're okay.
Light him up!
Pues estoy tratando de acceder a su guarida, pero no me da el clic, no sé, algo está fallando.
Taking minimal casualties, pal.
Don't worry, we'll flush these rats out soon.
What's that noise?
Jumpy tonight. I'll find you.
Realmente odio esto porque pues ya lo había hecho, entonces no veo la necesidad de volverlo a hacer. Y más si no funciona. Porque ahora ni siquiera puedo apretar el key, nada. Y aparte pues yo ya había abierto las puertas.
No.
The railroad's offering minimal resistance, Paladin. Railroad's like a scared bunch of red roaches scurrying for cover.
Stay calm.
Pues voy a dejar el video hasta aquí y pues voy a checar qué es lo que tengo que hacer porque definitivamente no tengo ni la más remota idea de cómo entrar. Se supone que aquí activaba eso y como tal pues habría de haber sabido que pues iba a pasar algo así, pues los hubiera matado antes de que cerrara.
Don't come back. Please, don't come back.
Sí, pues vamos a checar qué onda.